friends, Thanksgiving is around the corner, and my favorite dish in Thanksgiving, which I don't do much during the year, is sweet potatoes. There are so many recipes out there, but my favorite is the one I make every year on Thanksgiving. And let me share that recipe with you. I'm gonna show you here our ingredients. I have 3 pounds of sweet potatoes, and I used the white sweet potatoes. I think they are drier and they absorb the sauce that I'm gonna make to pour over in a much better, so it gets really flavorful. It reminds me of the texture of roasted chestnuts actually, and I like that. So I have poked them and roasted them in the oven. You can also roast them in the microwave them a little bit. I'd rather not boil them because then they absorb the water and they become soggy and too wet to absorb the delicious sauce we're gonna add to it. So 3 pounds of the potatoes, which I'm gonna peel and slice into slices. I have 1.5 pounds of firm apples. They can be Granny Smith, they can be Pink Ladies. I use Pink Ladies, those are my favorite, and the ones I use is from my tree, so they are smaller in size, but it's better to get the large ones so the slices kind of relate to the slices of the potatoes in size. You know, I sprinkle them with lemon juice so they don't brown, and I'm gonna also slice the apples. And for the sauce that is gonna be poured over this dish and baked, I have half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of honey, 3/4 of a stick of butter, sweet butter, which is 6 tablespoons. I have also half a cup of walnuts. You can use pecans, and that's also a choice. I like walnuts a little bit more. 1/4 of a cup crystallized ginger, and I slice them to smaller pieces. This is optional. We love ginger, so I choose to add it in. And the spices that are going to go into the sauce, they are half a teaspoon nutmeg, half a teaspoon cinnamon, and half a teaspoon of ground ginger. And to finish all that up, after it's all melted together, we will add a generous splash of rum. And that sauce is going to be poured over the sliced potatoes and apples and baked in 370 degrees oven until it's all caramelized and delicious and bubbly. And then you will not be making another sweet potato dish ever again. Promise. Now I buttered the dish that I'm gonna be putting the slices of potatoes and apples. I sliced the potatoes to about 3/4 of an inch thick slices, and I did the same with the apples. Now what I'm gonna be doing is just putting 1 slice of potato, 1 slice of apple, potato, apple, and you got the idea, all the way to fill the dish. Here's the pan after I overlaid the potato slices with the apple slices. Now we're gonna start doing the sauce that I'm gonna be pouring all over this. In this pot, I will put the butter. It's 6 tablespoons. And as soon as it melts, slightly melts, I will add half a cup of brown sugar, mix it in, I'm gonna add also the spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger, half a teaspoon of each. And also the ginger, because I want it to get moist so it doesn't burn sitting on top of those organized apple and potato slices. Okay, lower the heat a little bit. Make sure the sugar is completely melted. Now, after about 3 minutes, turn it off. Add the honey. And that's gonna hold the sauce together, kind of emulsifying it. And at this point, I'll add also the walnuts. And the rum. Now, if you don't have rum, you can use brandy, bourbon, any of your favorite drinks that add a lot of depth and flavor. So I will add about 2 tablespoons. And now the alcohol is gonna evaporate as it cooks in the oven. No worries about that, but the flavor is gonna stay. So here I will just pour the sauce evenly over the apples and potatoes. It is a sweet potato dish after all. After I make sure that the walnuts and ginger are evenly spread all over, I pour the rest of it. And this goes into a preheated 370-degree oven until it caramelizes and all the flavors get mingled together. So I'll show it to you after it's baked. Here it is right now. The sweet potatoes are completely baked. It took about an hour in regular oven, not in convection. Convection will cook it much faster, but it's also gonna dry it too. So here is the result. Delicious, looks great, and smells even greater. Enjoy. Happy Thanksgiving.